let me show you some of the first things that you can do on OPPO Reno 15 Pro right after the initial configuration. So once you are done with this setup, once you have your home screen, the first thing that you can do is you can go to notifications, and most likely you can find a notification from Android setup where you can complete your device setup, or you can finish setting up your device or something like that. So you can tap on the notification, and then you can go through many of the options that you had during the initial configuration. So you can treat it like a second chance to do something that you skipped during the first configuration. Of course, it is not really necessary to do so. If you don't really want to go through that again, then you don't have to really go through that. You can still make any of these changes by just going to settings on your phone. So the next thing that I want to show you that I should mention is probably the app drawer settings. If we go to the app drawer for the first time, you will see app suggestions, for example, and we can actually turn them off by tapping on these three dots in the upper right corner, and we can go to settings. And then once you go to settings, you can disable app suggestions over here. You can hide them quite easily. Also, most likely you will have bloatware on your phone. In my case, I have them already removed. But you will find many apps that are pre-installed for you that you probably don't want to have on your phone. So the quickest way to get rid of them is by once again tapping on these three dots, and then you can choose select. After that, you can choose all these apps that you don't want to have on your phone anymore. You can tap on uninstall, and then you can just use this uninstall button to confirm that you want to get rid of them, and they will be immediately removed from your phone completely. So if there is anything that you don't need, just remove it from your phone. Now, another thing that is quite important is, of course, the system navigation. If you have chosen a wrong navigation style or method during the initial configuration, you can easily change that by going to settings and by scrolling down to system and update. Then over here you can find system navigation, and you can choose between buttons and gestures. And if you don't know how to use gestures, then of course your phone can teach you how to use them quite easily. So here we can decide how you want to use your phone, if you prefer to use buttons at the bottom of the screen or if you prefer to use gestures. Another thing that we should do is go to security and privacy, and then in here we can go to device unlock, and you can create your screen lock password. We have three standard password types: numeric, which is the pin code; alphanumeric, which is the standard password; and the pattern. And if you choose any of these options, then even if you change your mind or something, you can still change the password type during the setup. For example, if you want to use a pin code but you want to use 4 digits instead, then of course you can change that as well quite easily. And besides that, once you set up the screen lock, of course, you can also go to face and fingerprint unlock, where you can set up the face unlock feature and the fingerprint sensor, so you can have a quicker access to your phone. You can quickly unlock your phone with these biometrics. While being in the device unlock, you can also check theft protection, where we can find many different options that are worth enabling for the sake of the protection of the phone, like for example the theft detection lock and offline device lock. There is also the remote lock and the Find Hub, also known as Find My Device. And in addition to that, we also have the identity check, which you can of course set up quite easily as well. Now, besides that, speaking of protection, if we go back to security and privacy, then we can also go to more security and privacy. And in here you can, for example, enable the require password to power off. So whenever you try to shut down your phone, you or anyone else, of course, then the screen lock password will be required to confirm that it is you who is trying to turn off the phone. And is there anything else? There's also the payment protection over here, which uses the phone manager app, but it is not really necessary to go through that right now. Now, besides that, what we can also do is we can sign into a Google account, of course. So if we go ahead and choose users and accounts at the bottom of the settings, then you can press add account, and then you can choose Google in order to sign into your Google account or all other Google accounts that you are not signed into yet. So if you use 2, 3 or more Google accounts, then of course you can sign into them, and you can have them activated on your phone, so you can, for example, check your Gmail for all of them on your phone. And of course, having a Google account allows you to use the Play Store, which is necessary if you want to download apps quite easily and update them as well. And speaking of updates, before we move on to the apps, first, of course, we should check the phone update. So we're gonna go to System and Update again, and then over here we have the Software Update. And most of the time, if you go over here, you can find an update that is available. Like you can see, even right now, I have an update ready for me, so we can download the update and install it on our phone quite easily. And besides that, once we start that, you can also go to the Play Store. Once you set it up, once you go through the initial menus and such, and then you can tap on your Google account in the upper right corner. Then you can go to Manage Apps and Device, and then you can of course update all apps that you have in here. So you should be able to find many apps that can be still updated, and which you should do, of course, so you have the latest versions of each apps. Now let's move on to the settings again, and this time from settings we want to choose display and brightness. Of course, there are many things that you might want to do in here in display and brightness, but I think one of the most popular options is the automatic brightness of the screen, which you might want to turn off. I know that some people don't like the automatic brightness, so you can turn it off. And there is also the dark mode in case you prefer it that way. Besides that, we can find many different options below over here as well. For example, I like to change the screen off timer over here, which is the screen timeout. In my case, I set it to 2 minutes, but this is just for videos. But in your case, you want to make sure that you have 15 or 30 seconds, because most of the time you don't need more than that. And also we're gonna go to home screen, lock screen and style, and if we swipe up from here, then we should be able to find lock screen settings, and in here we have the lock screen magazine, which is the feature or app that changes the wallpaper on lock screen every time you open the lock screen. In my case, I just find it really annoying and I prefer to have just one wallpaper of my own choice. So if you have similar opinion to mine, then you can just simply turn off the lock screen magazine and you will have just one wallpaper of your choice. Also, we're gonna go to battery settings, and in here you want to go to the power saving settings, and in here you can make sure that sleep standby optimization is enabled. There is also the video battery saver, which you might want to turn on in order to protect your battery a little bit. And there are also some settings for the battery saver which can be automatically enabled. So if that's what you want to use, then of course feel free to set it up. And also in battery health, you can manage overcharging protection or battery protection, which can limit your battery to 90 or 80%, but it's of course once again up to you if you want to use these or not. And also in charging settings, we can enable smart rapid charging, which is the fast charging option. And last but not least, I can also recommend you going to notifications and quick settings, because over here you can find some of the apps that have enabled notifications. They might have them enabled pretty much straight away, or in some cases they can be enabled later on. And some of these apps can be quite annoying, like for example the theme store over here, which I find notifications from this app to be quite annoying, so I like to turn off theme store notifications. And you might also want to check the app market as well, which is enabled as well, so I'm gonna turn it off. You can do the same thing with the phone manager, for example, which in my case is deactivated, but if you go to the phone manager, even if you use it for the first time, then you can of course allow or grant the permission to send you notifications, which you might want to turn off if you find notifications from this app quite annoying. And I believe that is pretty much it. I think these are all the major things that you should do on your OPPO Reno 15 Pro before you actually start using it. Of course, now after that you can, let's say, go to the Play Store, you can start downloading your apps, everything that you need to use on your phone that you want to have on your phone. But also we can of course go to settings and, let's say, go through the home screen, lock screen and style settings in order to choose a different style, change a wallpaper, maybe customize your lock screen. You can also find always on display over here, icon changes and so on and so forth. So be sure to check that out as well. And that is pretty much it. Now, in case there is something that I missed in this video that I didn't mention, that you think should have been mentioned, that is worth doing as one of the first things, then of course please let me know in the comments so that everyone can see that as well and everyone can do that. And yeah, if you're looking for guides, tutorials for OPPO Reno 15 Pro, then please check out my channel. leave a like and subscribe.